Well, we are celebrating Community Days at the Village the first Saturday of every month, now through October. And it's our way at the Sylvania Historical Village to give back to our community and to let them know all the great things that we have here. We try to make history fun, have people make some few memories, well, many generations of families together, and just kind of come out and have a fun Saturday afternoon for an hour or two.
They didn't ride in the wagon. They loaded all their things, all their furniture and blankets and tools and things in the wagon, and they walked beside the wagon. How would you like to walk for 3 months? Every day for 3 months.
I'd be tired.
I think it would be.
We have different partners every Saturday that we're open. Today we happen to have the symphony from the Sylvania Community Orchestra. The string ensemble is here playing patriotic music. We also have Imagination Station and the Toledo Lucas County Library are our partners today. So those partners are changing every month. As I said, it's just a way to get the community to come back. We want them to come not just once, but to come make this part of their monthly outing, to plan on it every Saturday. We have many historic buildings that were actually salvaged and then brought here on site when the village opened in 1993. So we have a log cabin that's from 1844, actually from Wood County, Ohio, that was disassembled, brought back piece by piece. We have a replica of the first school in Sylvania. We also have one of the oldest train depots in the state of Ohio. It was Sylvania's train depot. It served Sylvania well for almost 100 years.
This is Sylvania's train depot. It was built in 1858. It was the third that was built in Sylvania. It is now the oldest existing depot in the state of Ohio. Unfortunately, not on its original site. But what I find most interesting about this is that it serviced passenger service from the Civil War, Spanish-American War, First World War, World War II, and the Korean War. This is in the condition that we received it, and it is pretty much in its original condition.
Probably our pride and joy of our collection is our 1915 train engine and one of the last surviving wooden cabooses in the state. So people love to come and see those, and we let them come and walk on them and go inside and really learn about history up close.
This was the freight engine for the Toledo and Western Railroad, which started around 1903, which was centered out of Sylvania. But this was in active service until the 1930s when it was sold off to another railroad, and then later years it made its way into the Toledo Edison yard. So at one point this was painted Edison yellow, if you remember what that color is. I think the trucks still are. This was one of the last wooden cabooses actually used in Ohio. Life was very simple in a caboose. I mean, this was your workstation. Here's your kitchen. You just spend your time sitting up watching the world go by. So, but the job of a conductor was very important. His job is to to keep track of all the cars and know where they're going and where they're coming from. So, he's not the lonely one that just says all aboard. So,
what I love so much about places like the Sylvania Historical Village is that we make history very accessible. So it's not just I'm looking at a page or I'm seeing a video on YouTube. There is just something about an authentic historical experience that you can't duplicate in a book or online or in the internet. As great as those things are, the authentic experiences of seeing, some cases tasting and touching and smelling, really makes that history come to life. And if we don't work to preserve that, it's going to be lost, and we're going to be left with nothing but video images, which again are great, but they don't provide that smell and that touch and that sensory experience.